Hello everyone, welcome back to St. Louis Billikens Dynasty. This is Rainout, and this season is off to a tremendous start. Season 3, and we've reached 5-0. What a start for the Billikens. We just beat Boise State in a nail-biter at home, and that is really the statement win of the program so far. And now we'll be going on the road to face Akron, and Akron is one of the better teams in the MAC. They're an 80 overall, and they beat us in double overtime, I think, a couple seasons ago. So yeah, they'll be one of the better teams to play in the MAC this year. So it'll be a stiff test early on, and I think we definitely have a chance. We just need to go out and play like we did against UMass, against Iowa, and probably not how we played against Toledo, hopefully. Here we are in Akron playing the Zips, and they have a very, very nice stadium. Very, very pretty looking. Can't really see it from this angle, though, as we boot it out of bounds. Yeah, I like the, we're like inside a valley a little bit. They've got the giant warehouse on one end zone. Pretty good for team builders, too, because there's just no real logos anywhere. And we will start at the 25. Need a good stop here. That's a good start. Oh, I would say, but somehow dragged us 4 yards to get a 2-yard gain out of that. It's going to be a fake jet sweep, and Alexander Arnold is there to swallow it up for minimal gain. Good job there to disengage. They'll bring up 3rd and 6. You got to expect a pass. It's going to be, they're calling a screen, but we just kind of vacated the flat again. It was Tampa too, so it was a hard flat, not a curl flat. But once again, just vacated it. And somehow gets brought down to the ground there. Got tackled by Air. Can we get there? No, we can't. He somehow gets the edge. And this running game's looking a little bit tough right now. Gonna be a screen. And that's a great open field tackle to limit the damage. I think that's Dakota Mills who made the stop. Gonna be a read option, and the quarterback gets speared. What a tackle from Caleb Bryant. He put an end to that. Tried to get fancy and got blown up. It'll bring up 3rd and 9. We got Yaboa out in coverage. That's never something you want to see. He's our best pass rusher. And that's a great breakup by Dakota Mills, I want to say. Or is it? No, that wasn't Warren Barron. I don't know why they're showing him. It was number 32. Pretty sure that's Dakota Mills. But yeah, jumped on that. Could have been picked, but at least he gets a hand on it. Forces the incompletion, and Akron will punt. And just barely sneaks out. We're on the receiving end of a lot of close calls on these punts. Could be just the most incredible punt of all time, downing us at the 1, but just barely crawls in. I mean, we're getting lucky for the first time in a long time here. Here's the Billikens offense. Swinging out wide to Manny Royster. Makes a man miss with the juke move. What a play. Down at the 33. What a way to start the game. Now we'll get Acevedo going with the jet sweep. Hopefully we get some blocks. No, we do not. Manny Royster was not even bothering to even try. And Mason Williams is in the game. Thought about switching our tight ends around, but forgot to do it. We'll see what happens. We'll dump it off to Tyler Kafka, and he's got a lot of speed up the sideline. He can move. That's why I want to get him at tight end 1. He is very, very fast. He's not the best route runner, but when you have that much speed, I guess that doesn't really matter. Roll out, get up the field with Vince Trinidad. He'll slide for a gain of 10. I feel like a slot fade here would feed families. LJ Young Jr. got a step. Can he get it in the back of the end zone? Touchdown, LJ Young. He made the corner his junior on that play. He sunned him. Just blew past him like he wasn't even there. And what a toe tap in the back of the end zone. We made it look easy on that drive. It's a nice ball from Vince Trinidad. Safety was too slow to get over to help. And yeah, it had to make the catch over his head while keeping his feet down. That was impressive. Couldn't really just basket catch it. And LJ Young's sneakily been our best receiver this year. Alan Darmerville has had a lot of great moments. But him and LJ Young have been a great 1-2 punch. even more than Nathan Acevedo, I would say, which is crazy. Fake jet sweep. We vacate the middle. A bit too hard, and you cut back inside. Just got to fill your lane. You don't need to do anything else. They're calling screen, but just dump it off on the mesh. Gain of 4. The blitz here is risky. I hate calling man in this game, but it will run it, and we will blow it up for a 2-yard loss. I think that's Josh Barr flexing like he made the tackle. Josh Barr has been a beast. He is everywhere in the run game. What a season it's been for him. 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8, and that's a good throw. Warren Barron can't get there in time. That'll be a fresh set of downs. Play action. I think they had a man wide open down the field, but luckily just checks down underneath. It's a draw, but our D-line pinched in and swallowed him up. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. And that's just wide open, and what a diving catch. That is an incredible play. Just no one was there on the corner route, and he really had to sell to make that catch. It was a bit of an overthrow. Looked maybe like a draw or an RPO, but that gets swallowed up immediately. Another run, and combined tackle there for Gates and Murley Willis to set up 3rd and 9, and we kind of need to stop this spot on the field. Can't really let him get any closer. And that's just going to be a throwaway. I don't know what kind of play call that was. They just ran 5 deep curls. No one came open. No one could shake free. And there's nowhere to go with the ball, and that'll be a field goal attempt for Akron, and they shank it. So as good of an outcome as you could have hoped for there. Akron comes up with no points. Good stand from the defense. Now our offense will get a chance to get back to work here, starting from the 25. Dump it off to Ty Hardy. Easy gain of 6. First down for Manny Royster. I don't know how he slipped through that tiny hole, but he made it happen. Single high safety. Can Dummerville run away from him? They got 3 guys up high. Dump it off to Mason Williams. Can't really do much after the catch. He's way too slow for that, but he usually gets open, which is why I like him. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. We're up 7-0. Akron had some opportunities in the game, but they missed a field goal. Stalled out on our side of the field. And our offense has been perfect so far. We're trying to make it 2 for 2. What a run from Manny Royster. He got met at the line and drove his way across for the first down. That was a grown man run from a 5'8" running back. Ty Hardy checks in. He'll get the outside sweep, but they disengaged really well to the outside. Shut that down for minimal gain. Going to roll out with Trinidad. No reason to throw. Don't want to do anything crazy. Just get the first down. 1st and 10. Manny Royster gets it again. And it looked like he had a lot of space, but they caught up to him from behind, unfortunately. Another good run. Gets us down to the 32 for a 3rd and 1. He's really good at finding those really, really small holes, but I guess that's what happens when you're that tiny. 3rd and 1. We're going to call a QB run, which is a little risky, but works out. I don't know what that defender was doing. He just stood there and watched it happen. But first down regardless. And they're keen more in on the run, but they can't seem to stop it at this point. Might as well just keep doing it until they stop it. Might switch it up here with a swing. They don't have numbers on the outside. We've ran it with the running back for like 8 straight downs. Let's try a read option, throw them off. Except they read it really well and lock it down. Should have handed it off. And yeah, we have to go for it in this spot. 4th and 3 from the 18. Gotta assert our dominance at this spot on the field. Good throw to Alan Dummerville, and he caught a knee-high catch for a first down. We're down to the 6, first and goal. Kind of panicked a little there in the pockets. Had to step up and throw on the run. But we're in business here, and another 7 points would be huge. And Manny Royster will get it on the first play. Touchdown, Billikens. Manny Royster does it again. He was the workhorse on that drive, and he got rewarded with the touchdown and 6 points. He's really been a touchdown vulture this year. He's put up a lot of them. But once we get down to these goal-to-go situations, I mean, just punching it in has worked every time, so we might as well just keep sticking with it. And we'll kick a field goal to go up 14-0. That was a very, very long drive, too. Almost took 7 minutes, 14 plays. Very, very methodical. That took a lot of time off, and Akron doesn't have a lot of time to respond before the end of the half. Play action. Taking a shot downfield, and it's picked off by Pierce. The free safety was there. I don't know if it got batted down into his hands or if he came away from it clean. But on Akron's first play, they throw a pick, and we're in business at the 37. We didn't get any picks last game, which is kind of strange. I feel like we've gotten a pick every single game this season, but we're back on the stat sheet there. Sidney Pierce threw it up into double coverage. I don't know what he saw, but no, it didn't get deflected. Just went straight into his hands. The wide receiver tried to high point it and missed it. Now we've got prime field position to put more points on the board. Could even do it before the 2-minute warning. No one's open. Still no one's open. Can we fit that in there? No, he was over the line. That would have been a great play, but just past the line of scrimmage when that pass left his hand. I think someone in the stands just called us cheating bastards. Definitely something to do with cheating, because we got a penalty there, but oh well, that's that tough Akron crowd for you. That'll be the 2-minute warning. Hostile environment here. Good fit into tight window there for Mason Williams. Brings up 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 8. I think we score fast here and then leave us chance to make a response. And what a catch on the sideline for Alan Dummerville. He made that through contact. He's a 50-50 ball machine. He is so good. What a throw with anticipation, and what a diving catch by Mason Williams. We are down at the 2. Just kind of lofted it up there on the corner route. Just beat the man on the break, and what a diving catch to make it happen. QB draw for Vince Trinidad doesn't really get us anything. 2nd and goal from the 2. We'll do another QB run. Vince Trinidad, touchdown. Forced his way in. The quarterback has a rushing touchdown now. And we've got a comfortable lead here in Akron now. Minute 15 to go in the half. We pot it for 6. And what a sack. We get him down at the 3-yard line. What a play by Zach Waters again. He is a machine in the dime. Got him just before he could throw it away, and I think we have to blitz here. They are going to run it from the 3-yard line. We got to maybe force a safety here. And we will call timeouts too. We will force them to run plays from their own end zone. This could be a throw, though. Cannot rule out a throw. But do we get it? No, they're down at the 1-yard line. 4th and 26, just barely got out of the end zone. And we will get the ball back with great field position here. Where is the punt block? Let me block the punt. Right, so we're going to straight rush here.
Number 17, on to kick it away.
And he gets that away. They created a nice cocoon there through the middle. And we'll get it at the 37 with 50 seconds left. Yeah, would have loved a block there, but don't want to roughing the punter. That's just the bottom line. I think Alan Dummerville won down the sideline, but great recovery by the cornerback to get back into it. Looked like he beat press, but he just kind of hand-checked down the line, allowed him to catch back up. 2nd and 10, they blitz. And that's a great throw on the run to find Oscar Choi. Makes it 3rd and 2. What a throw from Vince Trinidad. Single high safety. Do we take a deep shot to Dummerville, see if he beats? No, we're just going to get sacked before we have a chance. I think we let the clock run all the way down and then take a shot to the end zone. I feel like it doesn't make sense to putt back in this spot. All right, 10 seconds left. We'll snap it. Can we fit that in there for Mason Williams? Nope, we'll turn it over on downs with 4 seconds left. They will line up for a Hail Mary. I don't know if they have the arm strength to get back there, but they're going to give it a shot. And yeah, just harmlessly batted down. Yeah, it was worth taking a shot in that spot. They just had no time to make that make a run down the field and really punish us for it. So might as well take a shot. If we don't get it, so what? And that's what happened. So end of the first half, we are up, I think 21-0. Yeah, that's it. 3 rushing touchdowns. No. I'm just lying all over the place. 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 by Manny Royster, 1 by Vince Trinidad, and then a throwing touchdown to LJ Young Jr. Were your 3 scores, and we will get the ball to start the second half, and we could really put this game away with a good drive. Vince Trinidad keeps it, and that was a huge late hit that should have been flagged. It was being wrapped up by one guy. The second guy dove at his head. Luckily, he seems okay. And an unblocked man right up the middle. That play action took way too long. Tried to cancel it with right trigger, but would not let me. And now it'll be 3rd and 9. Good route from Manny Royster on the Texas route. No one covered him up the middle, and that is a big 3rd down conversion. We'll give it Acevedo a shot. And that was just great recovery from the safety. It looked like he had a seam. We made up a lot of ground to bat that one down. It'll be 2nd and 10. We got to get something back. Let's try a run. Good juke from Manny Royster, but only a gain of 3. What a route from Oscar Choi, and he's got space. Does Kenny go all the way? Touchdown, Oscar Choi. Haven't seen much of him this year. He's been basically supplanted on the depth chart. He's moved all the way down, but I think he's still in the slot corner position. I mean, slot wide receiver. And one of the rare catches for him, he had one earlier, I think, but what a route from him on the corner. And the senior has 6 for us. Would love for him to have a good senior year, and we can reward him by going undefeated. We're making a big run for it here. 28-0. Gonna be a fake jet sweep, but we read that all the way. No gain on that one. They've had no running game this game. 10 rushes for 20 yards for the halfback. We've done a great job of shutting him down. That's really been the recipe for success. If we can shut down the run game, everything else falls into place pretty much. Going to be a draw play, though. And that is a great tackle. Could have been a huge pickup, but someone on the D-line disengaged and got home. Bring up 3rd and 9. And play action. And what a throw that is. Found the hole in the cover, too. And Akron is down in business to the 27. Can't really get mad at that. That was just an outrageous throw. They're going to counter. And way bigger yardage than they should have had that round. Someone get home. How does he get away with that? But he was running the wrong direction, and he still gets the 1st down. We full blitzed, and we stop him at the line. 2nd and 10 here. I think we need to dial up more pressure. I'm just running base zone over and over and over. Might not be the recipe for success that I want it to be. Good stop there, 3rd and 8. Gotta expect a throw in the spot for sure. We'll run quarters. See how we fare. That is a great throw. Warren Barron was all over him, but just out of his reach. Their quarterback's made a couple great plays today. And they're down at the 1 here. This is 100% a run. He's got a quarterback keeper, and he's going to waltz right in. I mean, I was right that it was a run. Just run from the wrong guy. That was an impressive drive for Akron. Took up the entire third quarter, which is not good for them. They needed a quick answer to give them a chance in this game, but that took like 6 or 7 minutes. So that was a much-needed touchdown for Akron, but don't really know if they have time in the game to make this comeback possible. They need 3 scores, and they basically only have 1 quarter to make it happen. It's not a good start. Got greedy and held on to it when I shouldn't have. Roll out with Vince Trinidad. Makes a man miss. Got speared, but gets us a little bit back. They'll bring up 3rd and 6. And we can't even snap the ball. That'll be the end of the third quarter. 28-7 is your score after 3. And as we look at the top 25, Billikens are not ranked, even though we're 5-0, and we're not even getting votes, which is understandable. We looked a terrible team last year, so can't really give us too much credit for having a good run here. This is a big 3rd down here, though. Do we have the speed to get the outside? Yes, just barely get the 1st down. That is a huge conversion. Now we can drain even more time off this clock and make sure Akron just doesn't have the time in the game to score 3 touchdowns, pretty much. Good run from Royster to make it 3rd and 5. I guess I can't call hot routes on this play. Okay. And they blitzed everyone, and I couldn't get the ball off. It's a huge stop for Akron when they needed it. I mean, a couple guys did come open because they were blitzing so many. Yeah, I could have dumped it off to LJ Young Jr., but I couldn't even get the throw off before I'm getting taken down. Can't call a long developing play action play like that when you know they're going to be sending heat trying to stop you. But we will punt it away. Akron will have 5 minutes left to score 3 touchdowns. Seems a daunting task, but I mean, with the CPU, anything is possible. We read that draw the whole way, and Dakota Mills was the one who shot through the gap to make that tackle. It'll be 3rd and 7. Can we get home? What a sack! Brought down by Merle Willis. That is a huge, huge stop, and they probably have to punt here. I don't know how you can go for it on 4th and 19, but they will line up to go for it. They're running quads over on the left side. I don't know what that formation is. But, wow, just an easy completion. 4th and 19 just did not matter for the CPU. All right. I mean, we called cover 4, and there's just a wide open guy up the middle. I just don't get it. And just whiffed on the hit stick. And we're letting them go down the field now. Play action. Taking a shot. And that is caught on the deflection. Are you kidding me? They are getting all sorts of breaks right now. I don't know how he doesn't get sacked in this kind of pocket, but gets the pass off. Leaping effort to break it up, but it falls into the hands of the 2nd wide receiver. What an outrageous play. That's another sack. Merle Willis is at it again. Drags him down to the 22nd, 2nd and 20. And they'll just take a throwaway. No one came open. Almost got sacked again. But that'll bring up 3rd and 20. Pick that off. That's an interception by Randy Richards. He might have space to go all the way. The O-lineman can't catch him. He's got one man to beat. I think the running back is the one who finally forces him out at the 40, and that is probably the ball game. Akron had a chance. They were marching. They had a couple plays go their way, but They made one mistake too many, and Randy Richards leapt in there to pick that off. And what a return, too, to get us in business. We just need to kill 3 more minutes, and we will walk out of Akron with the win. Manny Royster gets us a first down, and that should be the 2-minute timeout, and it will be. It'll be interesting to see if Akron even calls their timeouts. Seems insurmountable, but they could try. They will not. So, just need to run it a couple more times, and the game will be over. 3rd and 9. Last play of the game for sure. Yeah, we'll just take a sack. That's fine. If we throw the ball, then clock starts moving, obviously. So we'll just line up like we're going to go for it on 4th and 11, but just never snap the ball. That'll be the end of the ball game. We kind of fell asleep in the 4th quarter, but a good first half was enough to carry us to the victory, 28-7 over Akron. Miss Trinidad, once again, your player of the game. Only had around 200 passing yards again after a big game last week, but 3 touchdowns, can't argue with that. Yeah, we were just better than Akron. That was the bottom line, and we just let our quality do the talking. 6-0 for the Billikens. We've officially reached bowl eligibility in the minimum amount of games required. So we will be playing for a bowl game this season, and who knows, it could be a college football playoff bowl game if we go undefeated and become the highest rated group of 5 team, but that's a very, very outside shot. I feel like we can go undefeated and still not make the playoffs just because the MAC isn't a very impressive conference. And what marquee win do we have? We beat Iowa, who last I checked was not doing well at all, so we won't even have a ranked win on our schedule. So yeah, going undefeated would be nice. Wouldn't guarantee us a spot in the playoffs anyway, but I mean, love to win out. Let's look at the stats. Mr. Trinidad, 13 for 16, only 3 incompletions. He kept hold of the ball really well, didn't really force anything too crazy, just made plays with his legs when things weren't open. Manny Royster had a great game, only averaging 4 yards to carry, but he looked better than the stats show. Oscar Choi had 60 yards and a TD. Manny Royster had 36. LJ Young Jr. had only 1 catch, but it was that long touchdown. And then on the defense, 4 TFLs for Caleb Bryant. He was a monster. He's a backup left end, but he was doing everything today. Josh Barr, once again, adding to his incredible year. Zach Waters had 2, Murley Willis had 2, and then a lot of 1s down the board. Murley Willis had 1.5 sacks, Zach Waters had 1, and then Caleb Bryant had half. 2 interceptions, 1 for Sidney Pierce and Randy Richards. And then no forced fumbles. Yeah, really good game. Once again, we're steady. We're making plays when they need to happen. And we just keep winning. All right, this recruiting week should be interesting because once we advance, we should be getting our first 4-star to commit. Rich Wilbur, field general from Byron, Illinois, will more than likely be committing after this week. So nothing really we need to do. We just need to advance the week and see if his name pops up. But probably won't because there's the glitch, but we'll have to go in and see. There he is. Rich Wilbur has committed to the Billikens. Our first 4-star in program history. The number 7 middle linebacker in the country. Number 77 in the nation. Definitely the best player we've ever recruited. Top 100 in the nation. I mean, that's just incredible stuff. We finally got grades to line up, and we really took the most of it. We got a big recruit very, very early, and he will be a great addition. We have Evan Denson right now playing middle linebacker, but he's not very good in coverage, and if Rich Wilbur can be more of that coverage type guy, he will be a great, great addition. We have been passed for McKee Popo. That Oh boy. I didn't realize it would be over that quick. We won't even have time to get a visit in. We will lose out on Marquis Popo. That is rough. Yeah, we wouldn't have even had a chance to get him in on a visit. We had no home games. So, yeah, that'll be very, very unfortunate to lose out on a top 20 quarterback. But, yeah, I don't see how we get into this. We can't schedule a Week 8 visit because by the time Week 8 comes around, he'll already be committed. Yeah, I mean, Ole Miss just made a humongous push at the end, and we could not match it. That's not even their visit bonus. And we have a full 65 on him. It just was not enough. Yeah, very unfortunate. But we do have a backup in Ryan Scarborough. But yeah, would have been a great player. He's got 94 throw power, 85 short accuracy, 82 medium accuracy. Only 78 speed, which is a little bit rough. But if you can make throws from the pocket, that's fine. Might have to go back to the drawing board for quarterback. Nebraska has a Week 10 visit on Cortez Dicker, but I don't know if he'll last that long. So we're on Week 7 right now, I want to say. And then so Week 8, he'll probably be committed by Week 9 before that visit even happens. So not really too concerned about that. Be a big 4-star to add to the class. And we did get passed by Notre Dame, but that is including the visit. But we now have the points to schedule a visit of our own. So not all is lost on James Linder. The only question is, do we do it on the bye week or do we do it for Eastern Michigan? Will he last to Week 9? Probably not. I think we have to get him in as early as possible. And get him in on proximity to home. That makes the most sense, right? Because it's Week 6 right now or Week 7? Yeah, it's Week 7. So we could get him in next week. That probably makes the most sense. We don't want to miss out on him by scheduling him out too far. We just need it just enough to get back over Notre Dame. That's all we need. So we'll schedule him for the bye week. Get him in on a family visit. And that should hopefully wrap it up for us. We're about to get locked down on Greg Cronin because Tennessee is just idly building influence with the scholarship, and I don't think we have time to get back in on him. So he'll be a lost cause probably. We're looking very, very good for Reggie Corbin. No one is even attempting to get in on him. So if we can just silently swoop him up, I'd be very, very thrilled. We'll just keep the full 50 on him. Still ahead on Charlie Heaps at the moment. And still ahead on Alonzo Emerson. So yeah, everything's still looking good. It's just I need to go back into the prospect list and see if there's any good quarterbacks left. Because I could go after Ryan Scarborough, but Popo is just way better, as seen by their playing time. But yeah, I don't know if anyone is even left. So I went back into the prospect list, and there was a 4-star named JJ Speed that still has an open commitment, and he looks like he is going to be incredible. He has A+ playing time. Him being on the board has moved Marquis Popo, who was at an A+, down to a C+. So JJ Speed should be just way, way better. Can't really see how fast he is, which is concerning. Scrambler type's usually not the most accurate, and sometimes not even the fastest, which is concerning. But we now have B championship contenders, so he will consider us now. And he might be the one we go after over Ryan Scarborough. Ryan Scarborough is a field general type, which can be a little bit iffy. They're pretty slow. So I think we go after JJ Speed. We'll offer him a scholarship. Do we take points off Marquis Popo because we know that this commitment's pretty much lost, or do we pursue blindly anyway? I mean, you gotta know when to pull out on a recruit. There's no way we're gonna win this. Ole Miss will max it out next week, and we won't even be close. Just judging by the progress bar. So yeah, there's no way we're gonna win this. So might as well pull out, save our points, stick them on JJ Speed, All right, I did a lot of thinking, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to schedule a visit for Cortez Dicker. There's no need to make this a nail biter. I think we do it probably week 8 as well, just to play it safe. Get him in on a playing style visit, and hopefully that'll wrap up his recruitment. 4-star halfback would be a big add. And that'll be all for this week. We will be playing Bowling Green next time around. This is always a big game. They blew us out season 1. We had a very, very close game last year. And now another big game here. And I'll leave that for the next episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.